Hello, creeps. Welcome to another episode of The Mortuary. I'm your host, Morbid Tuna, and this is where we talk about horror films and related geekery. The second in my series on my horror figurine collection, I'm going to give you another double whammy. First, as hinted at last time, with a classic from black and white horror cinema, and in honor of the best day of the year this month, I'll be showing you another figurine that is directly related to that day. Intrigued? Here we go. The first figurine I'm going to show you today is based on the 1932 film The Mummy, starring Boris Karloff in the titular role of Imhotep, the mummy, and here he is, done all in gray and black for that black and white effect. Another NECA Real Toys figurine, and you can see they got the likeness of Boris Karloff absolutely down pat, and you can see he's nicely articulated as well. I'm going to show you some more of this stuff in a minute, so sit right there. Check this out. So here is the box that the mummy comes in. Once again, just like with the previous ones, the Frankenstein monster and the Bride of Frankenstein, you can see that the front is the poster art from the original movie. And if you open up the box here, you can see there's Imhotep in there, and you can see the background is a sarcophagus back there. It's a little bit difficult to see perhaps through this reflective plastic here. And then there's a shot of him just over there. So there he is in the box. Let's take him out of here. All right, so here he is out of his box, and I've just posed him with his hands folded across his chest there. His eyes are actually open. It might be a little tricky to see, but they are. And he has an alternate head with the eyes closed, and then another alternate head with the mouth open. And I'll just show you. You can see kind of how articulated he is here. Wrists bend and swivel. Arms bend at the elbow and at the shoulder. They also swivel. And then you can bend his legs and his ankles to a degree. And his hips, his midsection is also jointed there. And so you can just kind of see how detailed he is. As I pointed out, the likeness to the actor Boris Karloff is quite plain there. Got that spot on. You can see he's got his magic ring there on his right hand. And speaking of magic, one of his accessories that he comes with is the chest with the hieroglyphics on it, which contains the Scroll of Thoth, which, for those not aware, is the magic scroll which is in the mummy's tomb with him that gives him his supernatural power. So there that is there. Anyways, I've got a few cool still shots of him to show you, so have a look. And the second figurine I'm going to show you today is, as I said, directly connected to the greatest day of the year this month, which is obviously Halloween. So if you haven't guessed already, here he is, the Shape, Michael Myers himself, as he appears in Halloween 2. There he is. You can see they got the mask dead on with the, still got the skin color on the neck there. And if you look really closely, you can see there's bullet holes in him where he gets shot at the end of the first movie. And coming out his back there. Let's have a closer look at this guy. And here is our second figurine of this week's episode. is, as you can see, Ultimate Michael Myers as he appears in Halloween 2. There's the poster art there with the skull coming out of the pumpkin. It looks kind of like a skull with a clown wig on, really, but anyways, we all know what it's supposed to be. And you open up the front just like the other one, and there he is. There's the shape standing there. This cool little background, picture of him over there. Let's take him out of here and have a look. So here he is, Michael Myers, aka The Shape from Halloween 2. And as you can see, one of his accessories I've already thrown in here, this big kitchen knife, which he steals from the old lady near the beginning of the movie. And you can tell he is movie accurate to this particular sequel, because his mask is just like in the movie where the neck is still kind of flesh colored and the face is white. And I don't know how well you can see, but if you recall at the end of the first movie, Dr. Loomis puts several slugs into Michael's chest, and you can see the bullet holes there. See them coming out his back as well. And he also has two alternate heads. He comes with a hammer that he kills that security guard with. He also comes with a syringe, which he uses to fell another victim, and a cool little scalpel. Sadly, I have lost the scalpel. It's very annoying. It's a tiny, tiny little piece, and though I thought I was careful, I guess I wasn't careful enough, so I'm afraid I don't have his scalpel anymore, but I do have his other accessories, including, this is my favorite one, the cool little opening credits jack-o'-lantern, which of course opens up and there's the skull inside. Ta-da! All right, let's have a look at some still shots of this guy. So there you have it. That's it for another episode of The Mortuary with Morbid Tuna. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If so, please go ahead and click the like button, click the subscribe button, and tell all your horror-loving friends to come on by The Mortuary and listen to this weirdo talking about horror films and related horror stuff to their heart's content. So, I will bid you all a good night and the happiest of Halloweens, and I will see you creeps next time. This is Morbid Tuna at The Mortuary saying, slash you later.